Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As it stands, I'm going to go through the league and some of the stats and what people have scored. Also going to go through, in the middle of the video, I'm going to go through my personal ratings and all that stuff as well. Definitely shot up through. Last week I was 2500, roughly 2541 I think it was, and yeah, I'm much better now. So towards the end of the video I'm going to go through the ratings as well, and then go through my team performance, and then some of the moves I'm going to look for, and some of the thinkings of what I'm doing as well, so what I'm planning on doing. But yeah, just as it stands, we're going to go through what the league is. And yeah, so Balls of Fury, unfortunately I kicked him in the nuts. Yeah, a bit of a roast there, but yeah, we're happy with that. Long Live the King, 2353, still consistently scoring well. I think anyone that scored over 2300 put a tap on your shot. Oh, you pay it back. Good score. Anything over 2300 this week, you got the pass. Yeah, so even Murray FC scraped in the 2305, definitely good. Stan's Bunker 2394, so still a force to reckon with. I mean, second highest score. It's nothing to be. It's very scary. 2394, still a strong score as well. So you got 2309. Some of these guys did some extremely well, and then Kenny sort of fell over at the end there with 1918. But sometimes we have these weeks where everything can all go together, and other times just all fall apart. So it's just a matter of who you've backed in to actually score pretty well. And yeah, just looking at the ladder now. Hold on a sec. Yeah, so looking at the ladder now. There we go. So I'm still top of the ladder. So 107.8%. There's three of us now on 20, which is pretty good. Long Live the King, still very strong. So, and Murray FC, we've all had one loss, so we all can lose. And in each week, anyone can turn up, and it's anyone's game, especially between the top 8. I mean, especially the top 7. Barry Zeri's probably just ran into some stiff competition at the moment, or some strong competition, but still consider Barry Zeri's very strong. So, unfortunately, he's still in the top 8 though. So yeah, so let's go. Yeah, still first. Long Live the King second. Murray FC third. Which Ablett is fourth. So that's still, that's still pretty good. The top 4 is pretty set, and then not really set. Mang Spud still 16, really good. Stan's Bunker 16, and MC Don 16 as well on the 7th as well. So yeah, extremely good. The top 8. I mean, you still got a couple on the equal 8. So on 12 points, just a percentage difference. So what you have to do is just scrape into the 8 in the finals, and then it's anyone's game. And typically speaking, I don't know about you guys, but in the leagues I've played, if you're coming first, now generally you don't win the league. But my team is quite strong at the moment. Hopefully it's not the case that history repeats, because we're definitely can be on top of the leader, top of the league, and then it all fall apart towards the end. And yeah, I think a lot of us have got a few seasons under our belt, definitely by looking at some of these scores. So it's still anyone's game. I mean, look at Port at the moment in real life. Like they lost the first 5, and I think they won 3 in the trot. So they could still probably come back and make finals. I mean, Sydney's done it plenty of times as well. So, alright. So, looking at some of the stats now, I'm in the top 1%. So, I got 2478, was very happy. Sorry about the noise in the background. Just got a family. So, anyway, yeah, total score 18,625. I'm now ranked 551. I actually went up almost 2,000 rating points. So, I'm very excited, and some of the better teams as well. They've increased their value. They're at 13 million, about 400,000. So I'm not that far off the pace there as well. So my value has actually increased as well. So very happy with that anyway. So there's a little bit of a roast, but at the same time, I've never been this high in the season ratings as well. So definitely happy with that. So going forward, going to have a look at my team. So. Okay, so Sicily, a lot of people have already jumped onto Sicily now the last couple of weeks since when I jumped on him, not that many people had him, but now he's very common. So he got 132, very good. We got him at a good price too. So if anyone's jumped on afterwards, they're running behind. So, but yeah, still Sicily's still a good player to have. Cripps got 121, very happy with. I'm still surprised Sicily having more people have backed Sicily in than Crisp. I thought it'd be the other way around because I thought Crisp was just due for another good strong season. Sicily's a little bit iffy, he used to have that, he'd miss a week here, he'd get injured there. He's still got that about him, but I think he's matured a bit as he's gotten older. But touch wood. But we just never know. Short still consistently 109. A lot of people have these guys. A lot of people, funny enough, a lot of people have traded out Hewitt last week. Last week a lot of people got rid of Hewitt. I don't know how you can. I'm just going to hold on, I think, unless I've got told that he's out for season's end. 2 to 3 weeks, we can hold on to him. He's been scoring. He's probably like one of the best defenders now. So I don't know how you can get rid of him. We're still holding on to Whitfield as well. I think Whitfield will just keep for the time being because he's just going to hold his value as well. So he scored 94. And Gipka scored 66. So he's actually still making a lot of money. Other people dropped him. Sold him off too early, so he's actually, after that big week last week, he's backed it up with the 66, so he might be able to go up to like 350, 375, well, hopefully even more. And then another player as well, a lot of people have dropped off, is McCartan, and I've got him on my bench as well. So got McCartan on my bench, and he scored a 94, but we ended up taking his points. Good week for him to score 94 since we didn't have Hewitt, so very happy with that. Jay Smith, we're just not going to waste the trade at this stage with him at the moment. Lockie Neal. So my defenders, my defenders did really, I'm really happy with my defenders at the moment. Apart from Hewitt, obviously, but he's injured. But we're very happy regardless of just the last 2 weeks that he's missed. But yeah, I'm very happy with the way the team's shaping in the defence. And so is the midfield too. So plenty of high scoring in the midfield. So, Lockie Neal, 123. Steele got 75. He's been really good except for, I think, the first week of this season. McRae got 144. We actually got the captaincy right this week. So if we had the captaincy right last week, we would have been even better again. So we would have probably even rated within the 100, hopefully. You know what I mean? So it just takes... We've had 2 weeks where we've missed the captaincy here. Blade got 123, very good pod. I think everyone's going to start waking up to him very soon, but he's already gone up in value, so they can jump on. We got Miller under 600, so very happy with that. He got 122 after a 160, so he's backed himself up, and now he's going to go up in value as well. So hopefully we got Miller at his bottom as well. And as you get these players in, you get them in at the lowest rate. You can actually make money save trades by doing this, by getting the players in at the bottom value, so the lowest value, and getting them at a budget price. Cripps got 151. A lot of people rage traded him out a couple of weeks ago. Would be hurting now, but he's still reasonably priced, so you could probably still jump on him if you don't have him now. But I've actually traded out players. I don't know, I think it was Heaney. I think Heaney last year or the year before. I think I had him on my side like 3 times. And I did run out of trades. So when you do something stupid like that, trade in and trade out, you're going to lose some players. So yeah, 151 with Chris, very happy with. Brayshaw, 134, very good. I mean, Brayshaw did have his off week. Every now and again, Brayshaw and Steele seem to have these off weeks. Lipsky at 96, pretty happy with that. I think he actually made his break even, so actually went in value. I think I'm ready to trade him out to an Oliver if I can afford it somehow. I'm just going to look at this stage, I'm looking at an Oliver, possibly a Boak for my M8 at this stage. Well, that would be M8, but they're just looking at top shelf. I mean, Oliver's a safe one because everyone's got him, so even if he gets like 80 average onwards, everyone's got him, so you just mean that the rest of the team's just going to hold it together and will be better than the rest of the others. So it just depends. So I'm thinking Oliver, possibly Boak. Boak's a bit more riskier because he's a bit older. Maybe he'll get injured. McDonald scored 43. He made some cash, but not as much as what we'd like. McGuinness didn't play. Clark we brought in. I was a little bit, in all honesty, I was pretty lazy last week at the trading in, but I was looking at the potential of, the reason why I put in Clark at one stage was, so the plan was I was going to put Clark in. If he didn't play, I was just going to get someone who's going to play 2 games and played. So Macomb would have been perfect from the Dogs. So if you got him, he looks reasonably good. But at the same time, I'm not really after that guy who's going to make a ton of cash at this stage. I wanted someone who, I don't know, I think Clark scored over 100, looked very, very good as well. And I thought there's enough noise there. His job security might be okay. He might actually be good for cover later on in the season if we need it. I mean, it could fit in buys as well pretty good. So this is the reason why I went Clark. And I went early because I wanted to get more information on Hamilton and some of the other guys before we got them in. I wasn't going to go the North Melbourne player either. So there was North Melbourne, I think it was Cutler or something like that. There's just something about it. I don't like North Melbourne players in general. I mean, we had Cunnington, I think, last year or the year before, and he did extremely well and then dropped off and got injured. So he just... Anyway, we got Witts 132. Very happy with Witts. Witts has probably been our best trade of the season so far. Well, it's a big call, but Witts has definitely been up there, 132. He's been consistent. And we downgraded him before everyone was thinking about downgrading Grundy or Gawn. So yeah, we downgraded to Witts, and he's averaged a lot better than some of the guys. So yeah, we can't complain about that. We got Bruce in 103 again. So if he consistently gets a ton, we can't be upset about that. And I mean, now Gawn's actually scored an 82. So coming into the bye rounds, possibly Bruce will be at his highest, Gawn will be at his lowest. So hopefully it'll be close to a straight swap trade. That would be the ideal position. We'd be able to just a flat swap from Bruce to Gawn. I don't think it'll happen, but if we can do that, or just use a minimum of 2 trades to get Gawn back, definitely good. People will jump on the Darcy. He's scoring really well too, but I think he's very injury prone. So if you're low in trades, I think I'm going to be low in trades towards the end. So I mean, if you're up in trades, you've been holding your trades, you can probably afford to risk getting someone like a Darcy in and then trade him out if he gets injured, but take his points. So we got Hayes there, he got 98, so very happy with that as well. He's making some really handy cash. Dunkley only got 78, so I'm assuming a lot of people will probably start trading him out again. I mean, last time everyone started trading him out, he scored a 150, or he went really insane. And yeah, he's still averaging quite well. He's still worth 600. I mean, we just got to hold on to him. He'll do 78s. Parker did 89. At one stage, I thought Parker was going to score like 120 plus. So 89 was very... Sydney must have had a really ordinary game. And I think, they were playing the Suns. So I think at one stage, I think Parker was dominant, and then they must have shut him down. And then Heaney scored 75. So he... that just tells you all about Sydney at that stage. And then Brody, that's another weird one too, is a lot of people traded out Brody as well, which I don't understand. I mean, I think he's actually a keeper. I'm thinking of keeping him. I don't think there's anyone else I want to, there's no one better than him to keep in the, or let's say F8 even. Because Cognelio possibly could argue, you could turn him into an English if English comes in, maybe a Hawkins. I mean, but up forward, there's a little bit more inconsistency. So it's going to be a little bit harder to keep. And then you've got Martin as well. Martin scored 88. He's averaging like 90. I mean, it's going to be hard to let him go. I mean, he's averaging 90 at this stage. I mean, he'll probably be one of my last guys to trade out. I'll probably wait till the very buy rounds. It just depends how what his break even is now. So yeah, and then we got Rosess. He scored 18, unfortunately, so he didn't back up his decent score last week. And then we went early on Rioli. So, last week's trades, we went Clark and Rioli as early. We just went them early. So I thought Rioli, because of the name Rioli, I thought he would be a bit more consistent and also gets a bit more job security, just because people get a bit biased with names, with their last names. So yeah, Rioli 72. So very happy with that. I went early on these two players just because I knew I wanted to get someone else in this week, but I also wanted to upgrade. So I didn't want to do two downgrades this week. I wanted to actually try and get an Oliver in or a Boak. But don't forget to subscribe, guys, and like my videos. And I'll catch you in the next video, and I'll see you later.